wherever you want, just space out. Yeah.
I've never done one of these before, Mayor. I don't know what to do.
All right.
I show you. Right. Just stand.
Okay. All right. All right. Come here. Just bring her right here so you got it. All right. Good afternoon. I want to take time to recognize not only the members of the press, but members of the Little Rock City Board of Directors. Today we have with us City Director Kathy Peck, City Director Kathy Webb, City Director Ken Richardson, at-large City Director Antoine Phillips. We also have our Emergency Management Director, Mr. Matt Burks, as well as our City Attorney, Mr. Tom Carpenter. Today is a day that when you are a leader, there are unique decisions, difficult decisions, sometimes unpopular decisions. But when you are doing what's right and you are on the right side of right, nothing else matters. So today we are here to hopefully galvanize our residents and possibly those outside of the city of Little Rock to not only make the choice to get the vaccine, but to also wear a mask. Now I understand someone who puts on a mask quite often, my glasses get fogged up, it makes me sweat. It is a very uncomfortable thing. But right now, we have to be uncomfortable to protect the public safety, health, and welfare of the residents of Little Rock. We, being the City of Little Rock Board of Directors and myself, proactively extended our state of declaration. That state of declaration for emergency ends on August 31st. We, like many people, pulled back on many of the restrictions as well as our mask mandate in public spaces when we thought things were on a downward trend, and they have been on a downward trend. No one, just like we did not expect on March 11, 2020, that we would be dealing with a global pandemic. Many of us thought it would be 2 weeks. It's turned out to be 17 months. Now knowing that we've gotten a little bit over the hump, we did not expect the Delta variant, which is 1,000 times worse than the original variant. And so now things are worse today than it was a year and a half or so ago. And so we are under the state of emergency until August the 31st. We've also received a recommendation from the members of the COVID-19 Healthcare Task Force, which represents all of the hospitals in the city of Little Rock, and we know much of Arkansas comes to Little Rock for health care. Upon the leadership of at-large City Director and Dr. Dean Campiris, as well as the members of the COVID-19 Task Force, they have encouraged and recommended to me, as the city's leader, to ensure the public safety, health, and welfare that we put back on a mask, that we do that here within the city of Little Rock and all of its public spaces that we are responsible for. Many know that we deal with our most precious assets. Many children who are going to school on August the 18th or 16th come to our community centers, come to our parks, come to our buildings, and right now they don't have the ability to mask up. We're grateful for the members of the City Board, led by the sponsorship of City Director Kathy Webb, that this past Tuesday, that they sent a resolution. But as we know, each day has come with more and more COVID-19 cases, closer to around 3,000. And so now there's no more time to wait. It is time to act. It is time to do what's best for the residents of Little Rock. It's time to put back on a mask. And so we will be having a mask mandate in public spaces here in the city of Little Rock. Unfortunately, we understand that COVID-19 is not only hitting other things, it's even affecting our services. Recently, we had somewhere around close to 10 members of our yard waste team that were impacted with COVID-19, and they had specialized CDL services. So now, we have to temporarily halt our yard waste for a few days. This is how serious it gets because it has an impact not only on our children, but also essential city services. We have to put these safety measures back in place, and we will continue to do what's best for the residents of Little Rock. So on behalf of the City of Little Rock, the members of the City Board of Directors, as well as our COVID-19 Healthcare Task Force, that is the new mandate for public spaces here in the City of Little Rock. Not only do we have this mandate, we strongly exhort all of our businesses to follow suit. I want to take time right now to say thank you to many businesses and restaurants that have already made the hard decision, the difficult decision to put a mask back on in their places of business, and we thank them. And we know what we have to do right now to stop COVID-19. Because while we still want you to get the vaccine, we know right now if you get the vaccine today, it will take 5 weeks to inoculate yourself. And so the only way to stop that transmission is by putting on a mask. Again, I know this is not a popular decision, but it's the right thing to do. And when we took an oath of office, is to do what's best for the public safety and welfare of all Little Rock residents. Thank you so much, and if there are any questions. We have no concern at all. We were very conscious in working with our city attorney. We believe that our power cannot be taken when it comes to protecting the residents and their public safety and health and welfare.
Do you expect to see any pushback from state lawmakers?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Mayor, does this mask mandate cover only city-owned property, city parks, or does it also extend to areas where it's not necessarily the city's property? I guess I'm not sure what I'm saying. Is it only for like city buildings or?
We're very clear. This is the same mandate that we instituted early on when we were the first city to issue an executive order. It's basically the same one. So again, it's for public spaces where we're responsible for. And we strongly exhort our businesses to follow suit.
Will there be some extra code enforcement now that this mask mandate is going back into place?
Just like we did close to last year, we utilized what we call the 3 E's: education, engagement, and enforcement. We hope we don't have to get to enforcement, and generally, as our members of the LRPD would say, if we ever got to that point, it was really something else from a legal standpoint that would have been addressed. Again, we have to move forward. One more question?
Your team done any outreach to the legislature to meet right now in special session to provide or
We talk to a number of different legislatures time to time, so I think everyone knows this is something we've all been thinking about. It's just a matter of time of making that decision.
Does this mandate last through August 31st and then you guys will reconsider?
Again, we brought this forward. There's a situation on a series of things our city attorney probably can share, but initially when you're in a state of emergency, the mayor can extend it so often, then eventually it has to go to the members of the city board to get an extension. The city board joined and demonstrated a lot of leadership in passing that resolution. We decided not to pull back on it this past spring. It still lasts to August the 31st. We definitely plan, if we're still in the middle of a third surge, and from all accounts, from doctors and specialists, we will be. And that being said, we'll come back before the members of the city board, and I'm very confident that we'll have majority vote to continue it.
Have you guys spoken with the Attorney General's office?
We have not. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a blessed day.